What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Satoshi here, and welcome back to another 2SC videos. Today's video is going to focus on the level 4 Vaivora effects for our classes. But first thing first, I do want to shout out to Crevox for doing such an amazing job to keep the community updated with K-Test as well as K2S update, patch notes, as well as information. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first one. The first one is going to be coordination, mainly focused on the trinket, the sword, the shield, as well as the dagger. Everybody knows that coordination is universal anchors for the character. So the first one is very interesting, by the way. We're getting extra bonus damage for the attack against raid type target. It's going to be against all type, by the way. The next one is going to be concentrated defense, attack against medium type target, offsetting by 2070. And then we have echo as well. The echo is going to replace the old effects but increase the final additional damage by 150% by 20% chance when attacking. So this is quite a lot in my opinion. Alright, so going into the swordsman. The swordsman is actually the most interesting one. Now, first one is going to be Rhoda. Rhoda is going to get increased the physical defense conversion from shield for shooting star by 35%. Hacker spells reduce the cooldown of infinite assaults by 5 seconds when using the infinite assault, rush 4 and cast grind cutter and sharp huggings. Mutator increase the final damage of Fennec by 100%. The final damage is actually the most interesting one because we see a lot of Mutator actually maxing this out or just level up a few points. I don't know, Fennec getting a 100% final damage is actually really good. Fencers cast Levitators when using Balstra Fennec, so it's technically you're casting a I don't know, wait a minute. I'm not a fencer main to be honest, but having this one to cast when using a very specific skill is like add on extra additional damage, so this is really good. So it hit all the target nearby and chart enemy 10 times, dealing damage equivalent to 10% of the skill factor of Balstra Fennec with each hit. So technically it's gonna hit up to 10 targets. So this one is actually really good for fencer. Alright, Reggie, reduce the cooldown of Bandier's Cadenas by 25 seconds. Wow, okay, this is a lot, by the way. 25 seconds is a lot. Hop Tire increase the final damage for stabbing by 100%. Jeez, Hop Tire is getting a huge buff right there. Cataphragm increase the final damage for Doom Spike by 100%. Okay, let me be honest here. Cataphragm could have been better with a different skill. Like Rush, maybe like extra a few seconds for Rush, but having a skill like Doom Spike seems really weak. Next is going to be Dragons. When the Dragonfall is cast, 4 lanes fall down around the target location, each dealing 40% of the skill factor of Dragonfall. Deal damage is a range of 60 with a max number of targets of 10. Next is Lancer. Reduce the cooldown of Joes by 10 seconds. Oh wow, this is actually pretty good. When using Joes, summon a calorie to deal damage to the area, dealing damage equal to 50% of the current skill factor of Kikantana Matcha. The maximum of 10 targets and half damage for PvP. Well then, this is interesting. Lancer, like I feel like Hop Tile, Dragon, and Lancer has so much combination here. It's either you go for Dragons, Vaivora, or Lancer Vaivora. Hop Tile is actually really good. The stabbing, I don't see any problem with that, but the Shows and the Dragonfall is just way too good in my opinion. Okay, doubles increase the final damage of the Zechos by 100%. Wow, okay. That is a lot. Blossom Bladers, same thing, control rate by 100%. We're gonna see huge amounts of people going for the Blossom Bladers, definitely, because Blossom Blader by Vaivora is getting cheaper and cheaper. But with all these changes, people might have to reconsider the price of selling their Vaivora on the market. I don't know, we just have to see. Highlander increase the final damage of the Malignant by 100%. That's not bad at all. Okay, going into the new Vaivora for Knockmite. It's gonna be one-hand sword, by the way. You get a 149 strength, 480 crit rate, strike attack by 996, and then you have one extra skill for Knockmate skills. Now, a grand attack of whatever the skill is and casting a Knockmate attack skill with 30-second duration. At a stat, when Ramne is casted, do 10 constructive hit to enemy in front of you, while casting the damage taken is reduced by 70%. Oh shoot, and you're immune to knockback and knockdown. The skill factor is total sum of all non-max skill attack skills. It had 30 attack ratio. That's really good. Level 4 Vaivora increase the final skill factor of Tech Hack Soshin Tech Trunks by 30%. Knockmoy has a very interesting Vaivora, you're getting like 70% damage reduction as well as immune to knockback and knockdown, but you have to keep in mind though, this is one-hand sword Vaivora. Not many players or the swordsmen go into one-hand Vaivora. The main damage that is going to be coming out is actually the two-hand weapons. Onto the wizard classes, the first one is going to be Chronomancer, where you cast a slows, cast time clutch at the same location. In addition, when casting an attack skill that only take effect after casting a fully completed, reduce the cooldown of slow by the amount equal to the casting time of the skill. Time clutch, deal non-property damage within range of 60 at the target location. The skill factor is that slow skill levels multiplied by 1200, maximum of 10 target, and silent for 2 seconds. This is actually really good. But the question is, not many players actually use Chronomancer, so I don't know. Sorcerer, reduce the cooldown of application by 10 seconds. That's not bad at all. Runecaster, reduce the cooldown of Rune of Tested by 15 seconds. Oh, now we're talking. Rune of Justice is actually really good, by the way. So for 15 seconds for Runecaster, I don't think it's a bad idea, but it could have been better for Runecaster. Like extra final damage skill for certain skill, like maybe Rune of Rock or something. I don't know. This is really interesting. Onto Psychomancer, increase the final damage of the Ice Blast by 100%. This is not bad at all, especially if you're using Psychomancer Vaivora for the one-hand wand. This is actually really good. Terramancer, increase the number of hits from the Horn of Golem. Oh, now we're talking. Okay, this is a burst ability from Terramancer for the players who doesn't know what this is. Horn of Golem does a lot of damage, and having an extra hit is super nice. Literally just double the damage for Terramancer. Pyromancer, increase the final damage for Flameground by 100%. Flameground has a very low scaling, but increase the final damage for this skill is pretty decent, I guess. I feel like they could just add like automatic meteors for Pyromancer. That would be really nice, by the way. Shadowmancer, reduce the cooldown of Shadow Condensation by 15 seconds. 15 seconds? What? That's a lot of holy snap. Alright, Psycho Keynotes, increase the number of hits from Psychic Pressure by 1. Okay, that's not bad at all. And the next one is going to be the new Vaivora for Bulkers. So Bulker is gaining a 2-hand Vaivora. It's going to be 210 intelligence, 740 crit raise, 1488 dark magic attacks, and 1 extra level for Damballa. It inflicts a debuff to the target for 5 seconds when Damballa is cast. For the duration of the debuffs, gain 1 extra stack of dark power. Each time you gain dark power, when the debuff ends, it's going to cast a specific skill, deal 4 hit of dark property magic damage, deals 20% increased damage for each Bulker debuffs on this target up to 60%. So technically three different debuffs, I guess, and then skill factor is going to be 75% of Damballa's current skill factor. The Vaivora level 4 is going to increase the final damage of FNG by 100%. I don't know about the level 4 Vaivora because I barely see any Bulker to use FNG, so this is a questionable thing, but the Damballa idea is really good, by the way. Onto the Archer, the first one is going to be the Fletcher. When casting a Broken Point, deal another hit of 50% of the skill factor of Broken Point and inflict a debuff that deals 10% of the damage every 1 second for the past 20 seconds. Wow, this is really interesting. It felt like Fletcher is going to be the next Wugushi with this debuff, so I don't know. Fletcher has a really high single target damage, but with this add-on, it's going to be very huge. Onto Merchants, increase the final damage of homing arrows by 100%. Wow, okay. This is really good, by the way. Now, for the player who doesn't know what is homing arrow is, this is technically a burst ability for Merchant, and having that 100% extra final damage is technically like a meta DPS build. This is huge, by the way. Onto your upper listers, increase the number of hits from the death zone by 1. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So technically double damage for death zone. Coral Shooters, double the firing speeds of block and shoot. This can either be good or bad in my opinions, because I don't really know, I'm not a Coral Shooter main. The only person who can actually identify this one is gonna be Coral Shooter main. Onto the Musket, while moving in the sniper scenario, every 0.5 seconds, the cooldown for the headshot and snipe is reduced by 0.5 seconds. Really? This could be really good. This is interesting. I know Musket is very OP in PvP, by the way. I get one shot all the time by Musket. Alright, Tiger Hunters, reduce the cooldowns of the Rapid Shot by 10 seconds. That's not bad at all, it's pretty standard. Cannoneers, trigger the air blast at the location of the caster's supposed grenade when using Cannoneer attack skills, dealing damage equal to the skill factor of the cannon shot. 20 area attacks ratio. This is pretty good. Wow. So technically, every time you cast a Cannoneer attack during the smoke grenade, it's gonna deal damage equal to the skill factor of the cannon shot. That is freaking huge, by the way. Also, for the Metro, it's gonna reduce the cooldowns of the Counter Strike by 5 seconds. Onto the new Vaivora for the archer classes, which is Archer Bruiser, is going to be 220 strength, 740 critical rate, 744 accuracy, as well as 1 extra skill for Archer Bruisers. Now, double the firing speed for precision fire, that's not bad at all, and clean hit buffs cannot stack up to 10. Oh my! Level 4 Vaivora is going to increase the final damage of pinpoint fire by 100%. Alright, so let me break down the pinpoint fire. This is actually the burst ability for Archer Bruiser. This ability does have a minimum crit chance, by the way, so having that clean buff is actually pretty huge for the pinpoint fire. So to make it short, this Vaivora is very broken. Onto the Cleric level 4 Vaivora effects. The first one is going to be Priest. When casting mass heals, grant a 12-second buff to the caster. Party member within 150 range receive the effects of heals every 3 seconds. Why do I feel like this is like Kabbalah's all over again, especially for the Ice Stop? Now, for the player who doesn't know what is the Ice Stop, the original broken effects, technically you're gonna get healed like every 2 seconds, and this one is pretty broken in my opinion, especially if you're a Priest main. You definitely want to get this at level 4 Vaivora for the Priest Vaivora. This looks ridiculous, by the way, especially for the free healing effects. Onto Champlains, increase the final skill factor of Aspergillion by 30%. This can either be good or bad in my opinions because I don't exactly know how strong it is one, so we just have to see until somebody decided to test the level 4 Vaivora effects for Champlain. Onto the Crusaders, grant a cell buff for 30 seconds after casting Sacred, deal additional damage to enemy in front of you when using Holy Smash. Damage is equivalent to 20% of the skill factor of Condemns, maximum of 10 target. In my opinion, they can either be good or bad, but at the same time, it's actually really good by the way because you can hit up to 10 target and equivalent to 20% of the skill factor of Condemns. Now, the question is, are you willing to max out Holy Smash or Retaliation? That's a bigger question as a Crusader main because I personally use Retaliation and it's much better when it comes to damage efficiency for area damage as well as single target damage. Crusader have a very low cooldowns for Holy Smash, so this could be really good. Onto the Inquisitors, increase the number of hits from the Reaper by 1, so technically double the damage for the Reapers. Plague Doctor, increase the final damage of the Black Death Stream by 100%. Oh my goodness. Okay, getting a Plague Doctor by Vaivora to level 4 is basically winning a lottery, by the way, because it's very expensive. I have seen many Plague Doctor by Vaivora going for like 600 mil, 1.2 bill, 1.5 bill. It's just the amount of resources that you're gonna spend to get level 4 Vaivora for the Plague Doctor. It's just insane. On to the Exorcist. Increase the final damage of Rubik by 100%. Let's take a few steps back. This is actually pretty broken by the way because Exorcist Vaivora gives you so much area damage already. Now you have a huge amount of single target damage with Rubik. This is pretty insane by the way. Not only the fact that this is pretty broken too. On to the new Cleric Vaivora. It's going to be Sadus. 215 intelligence, 744 critical rate, 1580 critical magic attack as well as the 1-2 all status skill. Maximum status soul stack increased by 1, all the skill that consumes status soul stack only consumed by 2. Despite consuming 2 stack, the effect of the skill is the same as if they consume maximum of stack. Level 4 Vaivora effects, increase the number of hit of Ashida by 1. This is a burst effect by the way. This is ridiculously broken in my opinion. It's really good by the way because you only have to consume 2 stacks to get a maximum of 5 stacks or all the stack effectiveness. So I cannot argue with that. If you're gonna make Sadu, you definitely want to get the Sadu Vaivora. Onto the Scout class, the first one is going to be Ranger. Increase the attack speed bonus for limit con to 60%. Technically, this could be a machine gun, so I cannot wait to see somebody else max out the Ranger Vaivora to level 4 just to get a 60% attack speed for limit con. Alright, Bullet Marker, change outrage to grant 1 stack of outrage for each stack of overheating, so this is not bad at all. It's pretty interesting at the same time. Ragnar, increase the final damage of Cuckoo Khan by 100%. Shinobis, increase the final damage of Kunais by 100%. Auditos, increase the final damage of Tangeliot by 100%. Rubs, increase the final damage of Backstab by 100%. Onto the new Scout Vaivora, and that is going to be Clowns. 148 strength, 490 critical rate, 1280 physical critical attacks, and 1-2 all clown skill. Cast a Moon Blind Knights when using Climax. Now for the Moon Blind Knights, deal damage by throwing the same number of dagger thrown by the Climax forward. Now the skill factor is going to be 25% of Climax, the number of hit equivalent to the number of thrown dagger, which is 10 by the way, and maximum of 10 target. Level 4 Vaivora, increase the final damage of Fatal Roller by 100%. This is really good. Ridiculously good. Alright, welcome back to another Crevox data mining adventure. This one is going to be December 8, 2020. A lot of stuff on here, by the way. The first thing you're gonna see is actually the new Alcabracer class costumes. It's pretty interesting, by the way. Okay, is that a TV costume or this is a master class costume? Oh, the clown class. Okay. Dude, we even get a clown mask as a shoulders? It is for female? What about the male? Okay, hold on. I know this is male. Okay, male does have one too. So female look like this and male look like this and this and this. Oh my god, that's beautiful, dude. Whoever get the clown mask on the servers, like really old items, with this costume, you're gonna look ridiculously funny. Alright. Oh, we're getting goddess costume from the reputation system. Wait, which one is goddess Gabicha? I want to get the goddess Gabicha. I don't know if she's on here. No, she's not. I know one of them is a Dahlia and the other one is Dala. There's a goddess Dala. That's a car though. This is the goddess car. Look beautiful. The new Ebos. Oh, we got the demon goddess. We have these. I forgot the beholders. Yeah, this guy, the beholder one. Look at the light bulb. It's so funny. We have the demon king Balga. Oh my god, dude. He's finally here. Demon King Bulbus. Remember what I said about this guy? He was a little bit, he has the human characteristics. Firepower is like Goddess Gabija. Venus wings. Look at that. I mean the wing, it looked much better than the other Demon King, but oh my god, dude. This guy looked freaking buff. He looked even better than the other Demon King. This guy is like a K-pop, you know, the Korean K-pops, ready to go into the battles. Alright, Bruisers, War Arquebusier and Clowns, new Vaivora Transmitter and Blast Transmitter. You actually need this for the level 3 and level 4 Vaivora, I believe. Now, new fun package. Another diamond reveal. Come on, man. I mean, it's fun. It's one way or another. What is this? Is that whey potions? Kind of hard to tell. Alright. Winter Rabbit buff. Increase the XP from hunting by 200% under the max levels. Additional increase accessory XP by 100% and stamina by 10. Oh, this rabbit is really good. That's not bad at all. Alright, next is weapon exchange system. Oh, I'm gonna cover this later on to one of my videos. Hopefully I have the time to do it. You're actually gonna switch your main weapon, especially for Glacier or this Savinos. You can either switch the weapon type into a different weapon types, as I remember. I don't know. That's how much I remember from the patch. The new race reset for the field drop, Glacier easy, Mooring Pony easy, Relic dungeon. What's the point of even the field farming if you're just gonna do easy mode for Mooring Pony? I mean, Glacier, it's not a bad, to be honest. Glacier is pretty good. New skills icon. Oh, this is a Alcabracer and then this is a Cleric. Wait, is that out of body? That's an out of body. What is this? I don't remember this skill. This is probably... Is that for Paladin? No, wait. Just on the costumes. Oh, it's for Sadu. This is a new Sadu skills. New skill for Scouts. Yup, Clown Walk, Climax, etc. Boomerang. Man, Boomerang is actually the most interesting skills overall, in my opinion. And new skill for Wizards. Wait, is that Tsukigami ability? What? Is that Flame Tsukigami? Oh my god, some of this skill is just amazing. Really amazing. They look the same though. These two look the same. Is that okay? This is probably the Rune of Rocks, something, or Giant Runes or something. I don't know about this skill, but this is probably the vocal one. We have a lot of skills coming out for this one. This is really interesting. I really like the costume, to be honest. Like this costume right here. This one. I think this is the one of the purple goddess. I forgot her names. I know this is Dala. So the first one is probably the Dala costumes. Yeah. The hair accessory look beautiful as well. So, oh my goodness. But this guy there, the K-pop Demon King. That's why we call him the K-pop Demon King. Short hair, really cool looking, pretty chills, holding fire on his hand. But at first I thought this guy was more like an animal characteristics Demon King. But looking closer, he has a claw. That's all he has. It's basically his gloves, his weapon, his armor. But yeah, really interesting stuff right here. If you're interested of checking out the whole thing right here, I actually include the link to the whole translation, Crevox translation in the video description below. So feel free to check that out. Anyway, that is pretty much for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for Savage once again, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.